Hey everyone, Darcblade here, bringing you the next episode in the Gun Guide series. Now for this episode we're going to be talking about the gun that's highly popular, the M9. Now basically the M9 is a long-range gun similar to the AK. It's a fully automatic rifle. It's unlocked at level 16. It is probably the most popular gun in the lower level players' loadout as well. The gun holds 32 bullets per clip and allows you to hold 128 overall. The M9 also comes with 4 variants of treasure guns, in the retail version anyway. These are Marlowe's M9, Flim's M9, Chloe's M9 and the Jade M9. Now my personal favourite out of these is Flynn's M9, simply because when I'm using the M9 I find the mods on the gun are better suited to my playstyle when I'm playing with the M9, i.e. mainly blind firing and higher ammo capacity. When I mean ammo capacity I mean clip size really, but to me it's sort of like a similar thing, sort of. Also I must confess that Flynn's weapons are the best looking weapons in the game, I feel. Now the M9 is probably the highest fire rate, well, rifle in the game. I mean, some could argue that the Cal 7 has the highest fire rate, but that's really kind of a submachine gun rather than a rifle. So, rifle-wise, this is probably the highest fire rate gun. But this comes at a price, though. The bullet damage for each individual bullet on the M9 seems to be one of the weakest. It's on testing, it's weaker than the AK-47 and the GMAL, but this really doesn't make a difference. This is for each individual bullet, but with such a high fire rate you're probably getting twice the damage, to be honest. As long as you're accurate and actually hit the target, of course. Now the biggest bonus or advantage I think with this gun is that it is acceptable at all ranges. At least I find it is. At long distance, as long as you're controlling your burst, it performs well. At medium range, which I personally think is its best range, it's a beast. And it's also really good at close range, and its blind fire is substantial as well. And if you put the rapid fire mod onto the gun, blind fire, well, it becomes a bit like the Cal 7, shall we say. Going back to its long range combat, I think the reason why it doesn't do as badly as the AK-47 at this range is because the M9's recoil is a lot more manageable. The reticle doesn't bounce all over the shop when you're holding down the fire trigger anyway, unlike the AK. I must confess, I'm a little bit lost for words what to say about the gun. I mean, there's not much to complain about, but I also find it doesn't excel at anything because it's good at everything. It seems to be a jack of all trades, master of none, if you've heard that phrase before. At least that's how I feel about the gun. Now this isn't a bad thing at all. I mean, to be honest, it's quite good having a gun that is jack of all trades. It means you can adapt to whatever situation you are in. Now the M9 resembles the HK416 in real life, and the M9 is actually a pistol in real life. Anyway, let's recap. Now the M9 is probably the most, if not the best, all-rounder gun in the game. It performs well at close range combat. It also performs well at medium range combat. It's got a good blind fire that can give easy melee kills. It's got a really high rate of fire, probably the highest rifle, but as a result it's got the lowest bullet damage, or one of the lowest. Now the details of the M9's bullet damage are as follows. It takes 5 hits to the head to kill, whilst the AK only needed 4. And hits to the body, it takes a whopping 8 hits. But, like I said before, it doesn't really matter because the high rate of fire compensates for this completely. For me personally, I used to use the M9 a lot until I moved on to the GMAL. But I still think this is probably one of the most popular guns in the game. Until people get to the higher levels at least and start unlocking the file. But anyway, for me, this gun, the M9, gets a rating of 9 out of 10. This is simply because of the fact that it's adaptable at every range situation. Anyway, this has been Darcblade, bringing you a gun guide for the M9. I hope you continue to watch the other guides. Subscribe, like, and comment, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. See you again.